Hello, everybody, and welcome back to my channel. It is your girl Simone Nicole here, back at it again with yet another video. In today's video, I'm gonna be showing you guys how I did my hair in my last video, the clip-ins. The girls were asking about it, and I want to show y'all how I did that, and also talk about why I have been talking so much about not being myself and being sad recently, and do my hair at the same time. Speaking of my last video, the comment section on that video, if you haven't seen that video and you want to be immersed in a community of beautiful, introspective, kind women, please go to the comment section of that video. Like, I cannot express to you how flooring it is to be faced every single day with the community that we are creating here. It is anyways, on to today's video. Today's video, we're going to be installing these here clippings from Curlsqueen, and I'm so excited to say that Curlsqueen is sponsoring today's video. I have been wanting to try curly clip-ins for a while, so when Curlsqueen reached out to me, I was like, oh, dope, perfect. The packaging, first of all, is insane. I know I'm showing you guys on screen as I'm talking, but the packaging came beautifully done, and their tagline is to be fresh, gifted, and black. Also, I love in the packaging you get a little baggie that is actually like, I'm gonna be using that when I travel, duh. And then it also comes with a brush, extra clips, and a bonnet. Actually, things that we can use. I ended up getting the 20-inch clip-in set, I think in the hair type 4A/4B. I will have the set that I got in particular linked down in my description box, along with my coupon code, so that you can save some money if you would like to try these for yourself, because I do highly recommend these clip-ins. I have thoroughly been enjoying these. So now I'm ready to bring them to you all and show you how I install them, because I've just been wanting a different look recently. Without further ado, I know y'all are like, shut the fuck up, put the hair in. Let's move on to actually installing this hair and talking about what I have been going through for these past few months. So it is the morning when I'm filming this, so we got our coffee, we got our hair. I am actually preparing to catch a flight because I'm going back to Cleveland for a family, I don't want to call it a family emergency because everything is okay, but I wanted to do my hair so I can be cute this weekend and talk to you guys about where I have been at mentally. Finally, my hair is also like freshly styled. It's still wet, but my wash and go is done. My hair just isn't dry. But do y'all see this? I can't wait to talk to y'all about this combo. Also, when I install these, I don't like to do like hard parts. Like, I just want my hair to naturally separate where it wants to separate, and then we're just going to install them like that, because you never want to disrupt where your natural curls are in order to put the clip-in in them. I actually did a different method of drying these. I just let them hang to dry, so the curl pattern is a lot looser than before when I installed them, but I'm gonna sit underneath a dryer and kind of re-wet them a bit. So I have been a content creator since, like, full-time, like nothing else content creator since 2022. That is when I worked for a media company and I had my show Swipe Talk. That was like my first like thing, I guess you could say. Like, that was like my first gig, you know, and I ended up expanding within the company and becoming a producer outside of Swipe Talk. I actually signed the contract for Swipe Talk back in 2020. So Swipe Talk had been a constant in my life for years at this point. And it was my baby. It was our baby. Myself and my co-host got a call, and our boss let us know that Swipe Talk was going to be stopping production, and we had about a week to wrap everything up, to say goodbye to our audience. And it was horrible. And not only was it horrible just like emotionally, but also like, y'all, like, that's my income. I at the time considered myself to be a full-time creator because I was making some money on socials, but not enough to pay my bills every single month. But the money that I was making from that media company between producing and doing Swipe Talk was paying my bills every single month, and I was fine. Losing Swipe Talk meant that I was losing 50% of my income every single month. Even though it was such a scary situation to be in, I felt a little bit of peace, and I felt God talking to me, being like, stand still. I listened, and this is going to be an ongoing theme throughout the rest of the video. So I was still a producer with the company once Swipe Talk ended, but I just had this feeling I was going to end up severing ties with the company all together and that even that position was going to come to an end. But honestly, y'all, nothing could have mentally prepared me for receiving the call 1 month later that said that I was being let go from that position as well, because the company is moving in a different direction and there is no longer a need for my position within the company. And not only that, this is something that I haven't really like outrightly talked about before, but that company that I was working for, I had a lot of things because of them. I had a work phone, which allowed me to get multiple angles when I was shooting, especially like day in the life content. I had a work computer, which I know that y'all can hear like a whirring in the background of my videos. It's because I have an old MacBook. This MacBook that I'm currently using is a 2014. It's older and it just be breathing heavy all the time, y'all. So I had a work computer so that I could avoid issues like that. Once I was let go, that was gone. My work phone was gone. And then the last and final punch to the gut, they also edited for me. Once I was let go from the company, every single last one of those things was taken away from me. So now I have no income. I have no editor. I have no work phone. I have no laptop. I have none of that. All of this happens, and I always make like a little outline for all of my videos. And in this part of my outline, I named it "All Things Happen in God's Perfect Timing," because after like reflecting on everything and thinking about everything, that is really what I can sum all this up by saying. A practice and something that is like a daily prayer for me is that I am working every single day to hone in on my ability to listen to God when he speaks to me, because that is a practice. Like, I know that like it's hard when you hear people being like, you need to listen to God, you need to listen to the universe, you need to listen, and people are like, what does that even mean? That is a practice. It is a muscle that you have to work to use. For where I want to go with my career, content creation is just the beginning for me. This is a very high pressure and very serious but practice run, essentially, for where I want to go and the levels that I want to hit. With that much responsibility, what I say, like, with great power comes great responsibility. I feel like this entire situation was the equivalent of me being like, put me in, coach, and then finally like getting off the bench and getting put in the game. Because when I got that news, I did cry, but I had this like peace about me. I was crying because I was like, realistically, I'm like, girl, I got bills. Like, and I know that y'all are probably like, girl, you have this many followers on socials. How could you be worried about money? And honestly, I've been saying for a long time, I was not making the type of money that I should have been for the following that I have. That in and of itself, I knew was for a reason. I know that abundance is meant for me, but I had to do a lot of healing around abundance, which is again a different video. But in this time that I have been taking being with this company, it gave me the time to start that healing process so that when abundance was finally happening for me, as it is now, I wasn't gonna self-sabotage it away. I had this sneaking suspicion that being with that media company was going to come to an end. And it was just, again, like just a little inkling inside of me that was telling me that. So when I got that call, I was blindsided, but I was also like, here we go. It's starting. Even though things were being taken away from me, I truly was like, this is a beginning. It felt like God was removing all of the like crutches, or like my training wheels are being taken off. That's a much better way to put it. So that I could finally learn to ride the bike on my own. This season of my life is me entering my boss era. My goal for this year was to build out a team of Black women behind me that were working to get my career to where I wanted to be. At that point in the year, I was halfway through the year and I was no closer to that goal. And I can tell you right now, just 2 months later, that picture is about to become a reality, and we'll get to that later. I knew that it was time to stop being a part of a team because I had learned enough from being a part of the team. Every single season in your life is going to be a learning and or growing lesson. And I feel like this is the time where I needed to step up, and God was saying like, okay, you're ready to graduate into being a leader now. When I was told that these moves were being made, and that basically like I being asked to pack my little box, child, and move on, next contestant, I was like, okay, so I don't have an editor. I have to break out my old MacBook. I have to break out my old computer and make it do what it do. I just had faith. Like, yes, I have savings, so I wasn't like destitute. Like, I'm never gonna be like homeless. Like, I will be fine in that way. A big reason for me not skipping a beat was because in the years of me being a part of the media company and having Swipe Talk, I was slowly but surely building up this audience. Back before, when I was editing my own videos, it was hard for me to be motivated because no one was watching my videos. Like, I was getting like a couple hundred or a few thousand views per video. So it was just hard to justify the hard work that I had to do when I knew that a bunch of people weren't going to be able to see it. Girl, y'all see the community that we built. So I wasn't willing to abandon everything that we have built because of my current circumstances. Like, it wasn't even a question of what I was gonna do. I decided to bet on myself. I did not run out. I did not get another job. I just went harder because during my time of like being with the media company and like feeling like I didn't have all the time in the world to work on my own brand, I used to always say like, rip me out the plastic, I'm gonna act brand new. Like, if just given the opportunity to go as hard as I could, given the space, given the time, I knew that I could do some crazy stuff if I was just given the space and the time. So when the space and the time is presented to me, I said, okay, got to put on my big girl panties and we about to go. This is what the clip-ins look like fully installed. It is giving a bit of wet dog at this point, but don't worry, we're gonna get it together. I'm just gonna go through and use a little bit of water and a little bit of mousse. I'm gonna be using the Curl Talk high moisture mousse. They did send this to me and I used it on the clip-ins themselves when I first got them, and the hair seemed to really like it. Also, a tip about this hair: if you get this hair, when you get this hair, because I highly recommend this hair, you need to treat it like your natural hair. Like, I slept with these in and like didn't put on a bonnet, and surprise I woke up with tangly hair. So you can't just be treating these like they're like just whatever. You need to like put your hair up, wear a bonnet, like do that whole thing if you plan on sleeping in these and not removing these, and using actual products on them that you would use on your curly hair as well. I made the decision to bet on myself, and I was indeed ripped out the plastic and I needed to act brand new. I wanted to talk about this because I wanted to serve as a reminder to you guys too, to not move small, and you have to believe in yourself the most. Like, you can have a support system, you can have a partner, you can have a mama, you can have a daddy, you can have a sister who believe in you, but you have to believe in yourself the most. You have to be your number one supporter, and I was, and I can honestly say I am overflowing in abundance in so many ways. Ever since I lost Swipe Talk and I lost my job, I lost my steady income, I am swimming in abundance in every single way. Girl, I have been invited to more events than ever. I have one opportunity coming up and I just know that y'all are going to legitimately scream out loud once y'all see. Like, I am just like getting emails and I'm like, me? Girl, the management company that I'm about to sign to, I said, girl, me? You want to represent me? I'm so excited to talk to y'all about that. And of course, I can't talk to y'all about it until my contract starts. I'm about to be on the same roster with people that I have watched and respected for years. And you want to represent me? Remember how I said I just knew I was not making money like how I was supposed to? That is no more. Today's video is obviously sponsored. And then I sat down and I was mapping out all of my sponsorships over the coming month. And I was just like, whoa, Simone, like, this is a lot. Like, and of course, I never partner with brands or take sponsorships with brands that I don't legitimately use and like. So it's not that the sponsorships are disingenuous. It's just like, your girl is working. And in that, it's also another lesson of like integrity and morals. I had an instance where I got the product and I was using it, and it's a very, very well-known brand. And I was using it and I was like, this isn't good. I refused to get on my platforms and endorse it to you guys when I knew that I didn't like it. Even though I was in contract, even though this is a really big brand, I had to say no. And that is a level of integrity that I feel like I have been building and training up to. So now when it matters, I have the backbone and the ability to say no, thank you. Where I want to go, the type of money that I want to make, the type of impact that I want to make, I am going to have to say no so much. And starting to understand early on that not all money is good money is going to be imperative for the rest of my career. Just went to go grab my favorite gel from Pattern, and we're just gonna I just, anytime I see like a curl of mine, specifically of mine, and I'm like, oh girl, you look a little frizzy, just spread that on there. Because you want for your clip-in to blend with your hair seamlessly. So getting them to like intertwine into one curl is always going to be a good idea. Okay, so this is the hair, pretty defined at this point. A few more once overs, and then I'm gonna sit under my dryer and actually start to edit this video. Of course, I'll have it linked in my description box, but this is the dryer. It's a bonnet dryer. I think it was like 30 bucks. Best 30 or 40 bucks I've ever spent in my life. Basically, you just put your hair in the bonnet, plug it in, turn it on, and then it dries your hair. And I literally sit under it for hours and just like work. So that is what I'm about to do, and then I will come back once my hair is dried. So I'll see you guys in a second. And just like that, we are back. It has been some hours. We have a new bevy. We're about to leave out for the airport, and my hair is completely dry. So this is what it's giving, completely dry. This is flipped over, and I've actually never worn it like this before. Right now she's cute, right? No, she kind of is really cute, because I was like, oh, I'm gonna change it to go to the airport, but she kind of is really cute. But because in the middle I feel like all of a sudden she's limp. Also, I'm gonna take some of this oil. This is the Camille Rose cocoa nibs and honey. This is one of my favorite oils, like Eva. And I'm gonna break the cast on the hair, because like I said, you gotta treat this hair like it is your natural hair. So, and to fluff her out. Do y'all see how natural this hair looks? Like, it looks like my hair. Okay guys, I wanted to pop in real quick to show y'all my hair. This is days later. Y'all know how hair looks after it dries. Like, I feel like in the previous clip it was giving very much first day hair, and this is like I'm about to wash my hair, and this is giving like 6-day hair, like very voluminous. Like, be for real. And this is what I was talking about when I said like this hair absolutely gives like your hair, period. Let me do a side part to show y'all what that looks like. Okay y'all, I flipped her, and this is the hair in a side part. What do we think? She's so much bigger. I just couldn't resist coming back to show y'all the potential of the hair so that y'all can get a really good idea, because in the rest of the clips / the rest of the video, it was definitely giving first day hair. And y'all know, if y'all are natural, first day hair is just the potential of where we could end up at the end of the week before wash day. So do we like the middle part, or do we like the side part? Let me know. Okay, so this is the way that I'm deciding to leave it. I just put 2 little clips in it. I'm pretty sure I got these clips from Target, because I get my entire life from Target. My hair looks so good. We're just gonna leave it like this. Let me do a full spin for you all, as much as I can. I'm in love. I love the way my hair looks. What if I like cut this? I don't need to cut it, but what if I like cut this? What if I just like cut that? No, I'm gonna cut it. How does she look? Be honest, not too honest, because y'all know I get my feelings hurt. No, I love. I live, laugh, love. I live, laugh, love. I literally have to leave out for the airport in 15 minutes. I just want to leave you all on a few thoughts. I've always heard the phrase that a breakdown is the beginning of an epic setup, and I was just like, shut the fuck up. But I truly feel like I over and over again have experienced it at different times in my life at different intensities, and this one is the one where I feel like I'm truly being catapulted into the life that I, like I said, have been continuously asking for. If you are going through something and you feel like you are just having such a tough time and you cannot get a win, and you feel like as soon as you get up, then you're getting knocked right back down, you need to take this as a time to truly listen and open your ears to what God and or your spirit guides are trying to tell you, because someone is trying to communicate with you. You're not in alignment with your purpose, or you're fighting an uphill battle and going against the life that you know that you're meant for deep down inside, but you keep on fighting against it. Like, you just gotta let it. Ew, this is gonna sound so corny. You gotta let it go and let it flow. But I really do mean that. It's kind of morbid, but I almost feel like when things start to get really tough and I start to hit like lows, I kind of get a little excited, because I'm like, ooh, baby, whatever is about to come after this is about to be crazy. God does not put you through stuff to keep you at the same level. That in a nutshell is what I have had going on for the past few months that I have not talked about. It has been difficult, but it has been the best time ever. Everything is just in abundance, including you guys. Towards the end of like the rough part, I'm like, I would take more of those rough parts if it would put me here again, you know? So hopefully this video serves as encouragement to you for whatever you might be going through. And please, please, please know that you are so not alone when you are going through these tough seasons. And it is totally okay for you to deal with your whatever way you need to, as long as you pick yourself up and you keep going. That is going to be all for today's video. If you would like to check out Curlsqueen, then I will have this hair linked down in my description box. Like I said, I highly recommend them. And that is going to be all for today. I will see you guys super duper soon. I love you guys to the moon and back, and thank you again to Curlsqueen for sponsoring today's video. Love you guys. See you next week. Bye.